Wanna spar? Wanna spar?
Alright, chat room, try round 2, let's go. I've reset everything, and it seems to be doing better, but I'm not gonna hold out hope. Who knows, but we'll have to just see. I reset it, and it was the same, so I've gone completely wired. And keep in mind, when I used to be completely wired in general with internet, that would be when, like, if something went wrong, it would just cut off immediately. I know we have that trouble anyway, with, like, some streams, like, the internet stumbles or gets a bit picky or whatever, but, yeah, when it was wired, it would be, like, it would be better in that sense, but if something happened, it would just cut off, which eventually led to me making it wireless, but having the wire on backup. So, like, if the wireless dips, then it would rely on the wired. But now I've made it just wired, just for this stream, and hopefully it will sort itself out and I can put it back to normal afterwards. But anyway, we're heading to the garden. Have I missed any treasure chests? I have, I've missed 2 of them, interesting. Oh, it is a long-ass run just to go see who Mikhail was. Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in the garden closest to the room, a full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on his recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into the endless, timeless dream, where no sound could ever awaken him.
Sure enough, the watchmaker is the third nameless. Even I could guess that one.
Sorry, I just realised that my audio was wrong as well, because it's a great stream today. We're doing so well. We're doing so well. There we go. I always try and check my audio near the start. I'm glad I caught that. Ugh. Yeah, no, I'll let it slide. It's a little annoying. It was only the first, what, couple minutes? 3 minutes. I'll just have to leave a comment at the start saying, like, audio fixes 2 minutes in.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
I like how it's to specify enigmatic. Like, yeah, no. We could have just left that mysterious. We get it, Gallagher. We get it.
Well, let's have a look.
As the words cease, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the watchmaker. Touch the dream bubble in Mikhail's hand. You press your hand against the dream bubble, and the thick, vicious memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time you see nothing at all. Take a deep breath and try to read the dream bubble again. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think. Holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against a thin film coated in memoria. Yet before you there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun depending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably. But this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
Oh, I found another bird. Can you see it?
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, alright?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store.
When you talk about pet, we're talking about dormancy. Are we still referring to the memory zone meme? Are we still referring to the death lizard?
It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Can I get that? Ooh, Booty Hill. 10 system hours
Welcome
until
to the
Shamani
Reverie
Festival.
Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to
Okay.
Van's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Fudge!
Let him say fuck.
Personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Be good.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
I mean, I don't mind this team composition because it's a hunt member. And it's replacing a hunt member. Oh, he serves. Look at this, and look at this man's hip thrust. This man serves. Oh, and you can just keep on shooting. That's cool. What's this enhance do? Cool. Also, bullet and brain. Alright, let's have a look. Commune with the watchmaker. Oh, right. Oh, I like the phone background. And this mechanical moron. Oh, right, yep, you can't see his stats. I have to wait until we get into a fight, if we get into a fight, to try that.
Everything here is so... The Charmony Festival is about to start! I'm so excited!
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my homeworld, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event! How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival! I've been looking forward to it!
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless.
Fursion, he keeps saying. Yeah, just woke up. Hey, one man, hope you're doing well. We're currently playing as Boot Hill, trying to get hints about what's going on with the Charmony Festival. We've met... Well, I say met, he was a corpse, but we've met Mikhail, who is the watchmaker. Mikhail Shah... what was his last name? I've already forgotten.
You seem familiar.
So I gotta do the hip thrust again, because look at this guy. Look at him serve. Sorry. I hope you're doing well, dude.
I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist
Alright,
you?
gonna do my Genshin dailies. Oh, fair enough. Speaking of Genshin, they released, just in like a blog post, like the very, very first details about what 5.0 is gonna do. And that is that the game's gonna get a graphical and functional overhaul. We don't know the details of it. We know they're going to up the graphics and basically like make things sharper and prettier here, there, and everywhere. But obviously, for lower end PCs and phones, that could cause a problem. So they said that they're going to be optimizing it more strictly because they don't want to end up making people miss out because like their phone or PC's older. And additionally, the PS4 version, from what I can tell, won't be getting those graphical overhaul updates, which makes sense because the PS4 version suffers enough as is. So I think trying to then make it run everything prettier would just make it self-destruct. So it's more like, like if you've got a higher end PC or the PS5 version, come 5.0, we're going to see the game's going to look cleaner. We don't know like how much so, like if it's going to start looking different, or it's going to be more detailed, or if it's just sharper image quality, or what. But it is going to get a graphical like cleanup. And in terms of functional cleanup, I'm not really sure what that's going to entail. We have no idea, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it's the first details of 5.0, the very, very first glimmers of details towards what 5.0 is going to be doing. So it's like, oh, we're starting to get there slowly but surely.
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about
Some unsettling.
that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait, you haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the
That's
Charmony
one of those
Festival.
all-time jokes in chat. One of those all-time jokes where it shouldn't make me grin or laugh because I've heard it so many times, but every single time I hear it, I grin because I'm like, it's such a stupid joke, but it's funny. Surely you can't be serious. I am, and don't call me Shirley. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So,
Also, yeah, Dunhung and Boot Hill are on Penacony now. The only reason Dunhung's not with us is that he's just checking on a couple of things. But essentially, we got here. Oh, never mind, he's back. We got here, and they couldn't contact any of the Astral Express, which makes sense because they're too busy in like the deepest depths of plot that they kind of can't get in contact with. But of course, for these two who don't know any better, it's a little more concerning.
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder if sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember
Well, I'll
right,
be fucked.
the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro? If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were family,
Yeah, because the IPC want to try and take over Penacony if they can help it. So of course they're going to be lingering. We already saw Topaz in the last update, and Aventurine, well, Aventurine's in the Shadow Realm, but he came here because his job was to try and get more info and dismantle a few things.
Of course.
And considering Jade's confirmed to be in the next update, I wouldn't be surprised if Jade shows up at some point. Either in this update or the next one, because the next one will probably be more of like an epilogue to Penacony anyway.
She'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
a secret signal.
that's right.
Oh,
Purple Realm,
the
yeah.
object can indeed help the Memo Keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill,
Oh, the only other thing you missed, one man, is that
more backup plans in the
Gallagher
future
revealed to everyone, you know, that he is
than know in advance.
part of everything. He is the one with like the memory zone meme and whatnot. And one of the memory zone memes, I don't know if it is the like the snake thing that's been killing people, but one of the ones that he has is called Dormancy. And Himiko, the last thing we heard from Himiko is that Himiko wants to borrow Dormancy for something.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
Alright, Booty Hill. Let's see what we got. I say Booty Hill, he has got a flat fucking ass, so he's kind of not really that booty, Booty Hill.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
What a voice. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in.
Also, Boot Hill is pretending to be a member of the Astral Express while he's here, solely to not raise as much suspicion from the general people.
Now she's no
Hank Hill looking ass, yeah, exactly.
We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
I'm gonna be real with you, Boot Hill. If someone walked up to me looking like you, I'd just be like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever. With that dress up, and all the mechanical parts, with a belt with literal bullets, like sniper bullets on you, with a revolver in your pocket, and all these fucking, all this bullshit on you, I'd be like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Take a seat in the VIP lounge drinks table.
Shaken, not stirred.
Is this the same table? The same VIP lounge? Oh, maybe. Our room is locked. Oh no, that room is locked even, not our.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Mr. Anderson. Sorry.
I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Has Donna's White Oak? I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
And what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and he hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Hingham Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special.
Then I would recommend the most expensive one.
Juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor.
Alright, Anderson.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket.
The only thing I might do after this cutscene is that Boot Hill is a little on the quieter side compared to a lot of the other characters, at least for my ear. I might turn the music down ever so slightly after this cutscene, just so I can hear him a bit clearer.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator...
Yeah, speaking of Masked Fools, we still don't know what's going on with Sparkle, other than her casually going around as Robin giving people bombs.
To say the least.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction
Acheron.
follows the path
When this
of
story
the
ends, I am really curious to see if we learn much more about Acheron beyond the fact that she isn't an XP. She isn't an XP of Raiden Mei, per se. She is literally just like an alternate, almost, it's more akin to an alternate timeline version. And double junior, triple sparkle, yeah, exactly. Like, it's more akin to an alternate timeline than an actual XP. Like, Raiden Shogun in Genshin isn't XP. She's a version of Raiden Mei that isn't Raiden Mei. Like, she has design, story, and character parallels, but it isn't exactly the same person. Whilst Acheron, from what we learned with 2.1, it came across more that she is Raiden Mei. She's just a Raiden Mei that went through a more isolating set of situations compared to the Raiden Mei of Honkai Impact 3rd. So I'm curious, firstly, if they're ever going to confirm that. I kind of hope they do, but we'll have to see. If they confirm it and they literally by name call her Raiden Mei, that would be peak. That I would lose my mind. But if not, are they at least going to teach us more that can give us more of an idea of where it's going? Because ultimately, if Acheron really is a Raiden Mei, the most significant thing that I can tell people, if you have no idea what Impact 3rd is, haven't played it, don't know the story, the most important thing is that if there's a Raiden Mei, it means there is a Kiana somewhere out there as well. The reason why there seemingly isn't a Kiana with Raiden Shogun and Genshin is because firstly, the Kiana might be the unknown god, and secondly, because it's not directly Raiden Mei. But in this instance, if she is a Raiden Mei, there has to be a Kiana, because similar to how Zila and Bronya's fates are always tied, Kiana and Raiden Mei's fates are always tied. So, like, that's like the thing, it's like, if they introduce, or at some point reveal that Acheron is literally a Raiden Mei, we now have a plot thread. We now have a loose plot thread that will get picked up on at some point in the future. And that future will be whenever they introduce Kiana. We don't know when that will be, like, how that will handle it, but if they do, we have a Kiana somewhere out there.
Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years.
And also, yeah, because I know, like, Boot Hill is waiting for the Memo Keeper. He's waiting for Black Swan. We haven't seen or heard anything about Black Swan since she spoke to Boot Hill and then Constance. Like we haven't seen her for a long while now. Like, what's going on with her?
But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And do you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure. I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. they've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual, unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge. They even break their own rules.
Fudge. I want, like, once I've finished this, I want someone to put a compilation together of every single time Boot Hill goes to swear and doesn't. Because I imagine there is a lot.
But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back. Even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shipei. There's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers? It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavilli's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavilli's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case.
I'm never going to get to, like, physically control in the game again at this rate. The moment I said, oh, next time I get control, I'm going to turn the game's, like, volume down a little bit, the music down just a little bit. It's like, it's just been nothing but talking. It's like I'm in a Metal Gear cutscene, they're just chatting.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important-looking guests?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to
Yeah, Don Han's like, no, absolutely not. No, you're claiming to be a Nameless. You're just gonna hurt our rep if you do anything.
Wait, are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that Asdonis White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? Asdonis White Oak?
Memo Keeper's on her way.
Didn't you just say?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of Asdonis White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all.
So I just make a stream saying casual chat with Solid Snake, and it's just a compilation of the MGS4 cutscenes. Well, actually, that would be codenamed Old Snake. But yeah, I know what you mean. Speaking of, the Master Collection's on sale. It's 20% off on PlayStation. I did spot that. I won't be nabbing it, at least not right now. But it was nice to be like, oh, that's on sale. So if you want MGS 1, 2, and 3 on your PS4 or 5, it's there.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's go.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking
2
for
guests?
Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
I can imagine one of them's Black Swan because she was one that set the memo. Like the
2 guests?
Yeah, who's the other one?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony,
Yeah, the Garden of Recollection is blocked off from everyone but Stell in their memories. So they weren't aware of it.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
Hey, who's the other guest first?
Precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan.
Oh, she's the other guest. Got it.
I serve the Garden
Hey,
of
Aki.
Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's
Hey, Boot Hill, you want to get like your vengeance for someone like insulting the name? Hey, here's your shot.
I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag.
Shirtbag. Just say shitbag.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb
Just
or something?
okay, that one's actually kind of witty. Instead of saying "son of a bitch," "son of a nice lady," that one's kind of witty.
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could
Like,
reach
why
out to...
does Boot Hill have to take this like stance? Like, I hope it kind of zooms out again. Like he has his hip so far forward, his hand, like his other hand, like kind of over his waist, like he's leaning back, and he's got the revolver pointing out like that. Like, just hold the gun normally, you psycho.
Only by doing this can I find a true...
Like, you can see his hip, you can see his waist thrusting out beyond Black Swan's hair in that bit. Like, what? Like, give it a rest, dude.
To their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to turn down the music and maybe sound effects volume a little bit for the voices, because I don't remember having this trouble yesterday, but I know I also wasn't like hyper focusing on like the voice volume much yesterday, but I can really, it's like, man, everyone's kind of quiet today.
Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in an ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky, one by one. This is... Look at this!
Well, let me share a story. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans. And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Pathstriders, they emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeated the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zuro, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They will keep this for me.
Oh, whoops. I thought you finished talking. This is why his voice is too quiet. I thought you finished talking. I should probably just put it on auto. Actually, I'll do that.
Battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin-thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Is it actually Robin's POV, or is it Robin POV?
When I appeared as a child...
Okay, it is Robin. She wouldn't be hearing her brother's voice if it was Sparkle.
As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate.
Oh, he's here to confess his sins. That's what this looks like.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the... That's
literally what it is. He's the reverend on the other side of the booth, and the other guy's going, "Father, I have sinned." That's literally what's going on here. I was joking.
Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Sheepy. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
Yeah, I have a sin to confess.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a...
Oh, God. Hey, I know it's like a non-judgmental place and he's confessing his sins and whatnot, but what do you mean you sold your house, land, and children?
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve. But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my hardest to redeem my children. and make them part of the family. Praise the harmony!
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more. When we wrap this up, I've got a Robo Ball game to catch, you know?
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand, even if the negotiation does not go smoothly. I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chord Master, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
Yeah, Robin's in arguably the best situation here. If she can't get a result that will actually keep people safe during the Charmony Festival, she just won't perform, because she's the centerpiece of the festival. So if the festival can't keep people safe, she'll just say no and the festival won't fucking happen. She has a decent amount of power here because she's literally like the top tier celebrity of the event. If she doesn't show, people won't show. And if people won't show, the festival can't continue. And she knows it.
I'm relieved to see your determination.
This is an interesting trio, though. Robin, Sunday, and Welt.
You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Oh, we have control. Oh, fuck, finally.
Hey, come on. Over here.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Just in case it drags me into a fight. Oh, I can use my own Robin. Nah, I'll use the plot one. Because my Robin's not finished.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there.
Hey there.
See the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Oh, we also learned the Grand Theatre basically is the Stellaron. We learned that right near the start of the stream. I say start of the stream, in the first bit of the stream before I cut off because my internet was being really slow. It was one of the few instances where I've actually had control about when I decided to like come away from the stream and reset it. It didn't just cut off, it was just my internet was being super slow, so I wanted to reset some things.
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to MAIDEN Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Oh, what I should get, if it will let me. Oh, I didn't even realize we're in golden hour. Whoops, never mind. We won't then. I was like, if we were back where we were earlier, try and get that bird that was next to Himiko that I missed. Oh no, you ran over a celebrity. I haven't actually seen her. Like, what's her? Every character has a unique expression for being hit by a vehicle. I want to see what hers is. Oh. I'm not kidding. Every character has a unique expression. I want to see what hers is. Yeah, I saw it. She looked pissed off. Alright, enough bullshit.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
This is just an extension of what we were talking about last stream, with the difference of view between Sunday and Robin. Robin, regardless of the happiness, doesn't like the idea of people being in a cage or willingly caging themselves. And that's how she feels a lot of the people at Penacony are when they come to this dream. They're willingly putting themselves in a cage. Meanwhile, she's the one that wants to break free of the cage. While Sunday, he's of the perspective of sometimes being in the cage is the safest option. And so he's comfortable and okay with people making that choice. To give the comparison to that baby bird that they saved when they were kids, keeping the bird in the cage was what allowed to keep it safe, because if it went back out into the wilderness while still injured, it could have fallen and never been able to fly again. whilst Robin wanted it to fly free because it was its right to fly free, and it shouldn't have to go in the cage. Because if it stayed in the cage, it might get comfortable to not flying and then never fly anyway.
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room, didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Continue to learn more about the dream before the Dream Master's arrival. What the heck are you doing? Spending money feels so good, but no, it doesn't. Even if it's something I know I'll like, anytime I have to spend money, it's like I immediately get the buyer's remorse. I'm like, why did I spend that?
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. No. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance? No. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is
To him, it's like a retirement home.
Still
all of this Penacony and its paradises.
And I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Meet the other Robin? Oh, we're gonna go... Oh boy. Hey Robin, I thought you were gonna go meet Sparkle. Is it time?
Look what we have here. A
Yes,
lovely
absolutely.
young lady. Wait, is that me? Brother, what a surprise to see you.
She's not even pretending. I can hear Sparkle.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people
There she
here
is.
are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family. You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern, Master Fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part. And now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds.
Is she gonna hand over, like, more of the bloody bombs?
And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance.
I think she did.
It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Sorry, just one more time. Look at that. The little expression they have when they get hit is...
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters.
It fell.
Because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
Yeah, which is what made that...
surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason.
Yeah, hence Sunday's mentality and mindset of Trump. Sometimes it's better to keep them caged because he's fearful that if you let them go free, they will die.
Despite that unfortunate outcome.
Whilst Robin is still Robin is still the believer
decision.
that they should have the right to spread their wings and leave. You shouldn't be trapped. Even if it's dangerous, you should still have the freedom to make your choice.
Even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
Clearly, the Aeon of the Nameless, of the Trailblaze.
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree...
This sounds like a really soft way of him giving a villain monologue.
But it also
I'm gonna be real. Like, this is him, like, explaining his ideals and why he does what he does and believes what he does. And it just comes across as a villain monologue, but just soft enough that he isn't, like, deliberately trying to antagonize anyone or be like, this is the only way. He's trying to be more like, this is how I believe.
In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality.
Jacob Seed? That's
as long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails,
Far Cry 5 villain, right?
There will always be fledglings crashing.
Well, I hope he doesn't go as insane as Far Cry 5 villain.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, Then
Yeah.
which evil would make our dreams come true?
One of the main villains. I was for. Well, he's the box art villain, shall I say then? Because I know you have like the different district villains.
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
That would be Joseph. Oh, okay, I get it.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir.
Jacob is the guy who wears the army attire and is a veteran.
And spread our wishes.
Oh, okay, I think I know who you mean.
And joy.
Reminder, I've never actually played Far Cry 5. I watched a Let's Play of the whole thing. Fucking like 4 or so years ago now? Like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
Yeah.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
By being the master of the chord, it's in the name. Sorry.
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
So Sunday's a hop, skip, and a jump away from that, yeah. Oh, back to us. You only have one choice to make. Make sure it's one you don't regret. I read that at the bottom.
Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action. We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing...
I didn't think she was being snide.
It's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests...
Gallagher's not 100% trustworthy, and all of them know it.
And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
This guy keeps on spouting things, but he's about to send us off. Gallagher's about to send us off to go potentially fight the whole family, which will put all of our lives in danger. And he's like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I'm not surprised March says that.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. She was saying it to Gallagher because Gallagher can't be trusted and he's about to send all of us off to something that should really get us killed. So of course she's going to be a little snappy. I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening,
It's something that even Welt went, we should approach this cautiously because it could be very dangerous for all of us, you know, including him.
if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So March being like, yeah, you got anything else for us? Like, I'd be the same. Because he's expecting us to kind of willingly, not march to our death, but march to fight something that should get us killed.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
You of all people, of course you do, and I'll doubt you for a second. So we have one more ace up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get Jinyuan. Never doubted you for a sec.
The express crew would have been disbanded long ago if it weren't for me.
Yeah, because she's the first one that went, we should just get Dan Heng in. That's what she's about to say.
So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the...
What, more practical? Because Welt is like 80 years older than the rest of the party and knows how to always come across as a neutral party regardless of what happens. He's always able to be neutral. Whilst March being, you know, younger, like most people, it isn't as well versed at being a permanent neutral party the way Welt can be. And so is more emotional and more prepared to say what she thinks. That doesn't make her a bad person, and I still don't think she was being snide. She was questioning something that deserved to be questioned.
As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar. And be able to personally...
Not that age determines that, but it's literally... Welt always comes across more neutral and more calm and more in control because he just knows how to present himself.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
This is so sweet having Firefly just be a part of the main party like this. I like, can we keep her? Like once this is done, it's like you don't need the SAM. Yeah, we do. We need to kill people. No, you don't need the SAM. Let me just take Firefly and just take her home and just get a wedding ring. And I mean, then Marshall's like, wait, what's that last bit? Adam, don't worry about it. To finish my point, just to kind of wrap it up as we'll go around in circles, I understand why March is the way she is and why she said what she said, but I don't think she was saying it snidely for the sake of, like, snide. Like, I don't think she was being snide. She was asking. Whilst Welt, in contrast, if he was put in the same situation, he would just more go, okay. So that means that this and this and this, because that's Welt. If I love you and I'm not ready. Ah! If not now, then what? Okay.
Special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through...
My biggest thing of like with Firefly
have the chance to shake Miss Robin's
is...
hand.
I want to know more about what's going on with her body in the real world. Because as we learned in 2.0 that basically part of the blessing that she's like been able to enjoy is that she's been able to just be Firefly. She's been able to just be her and not be Sam in the dreamscape because she can but seemingly can't walk or can walk, or if so, can't walk for long distances because her condition is that bad in reality.
So they're still.
So it's like, what is she actually like in reality? Like, is there a reason why we always only see her as Sam, and why she was so adamant on presenting herself as Firefly here? Because she can only present herself as Sam in the real world, because she can't, like, walk, or can't move easily, or can't do things.
We'll follow Marge's plan.
I mean, yeah, I can see the comparisons to Sword Art Online, because I think that was, like, a very similar thread, where it's like, was it Asuka? I've never watched Sword Art Online, but I had a friend that was obsessed with it and never shut up about it, so I kind of have a vague idea. And it was like that she was like barely a functioning person in reality.
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the
So
Express.
I get your point. Is it about the Mother's Rosario arc? Yeah, see, all that, now you've lost me. I don't know the details. I'm talking back when I was in secondary school and approaching college. I had one particular friend who swore by it was like the best thing ever made and everyone should watch it because if you're not, you're missing out and all this other shit. And he never shut up about it. Funnily enough, it's the reason why I never watched it, because it got annoying.
Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support.
Also, I love the contrast with Himiko, with Astral Express members. She's never escaping the X allegations with Kafka. Because Himiko, when Kafka is on the screen, is the only time Himiko ever seems to lose her cool. Like, at the start of the Sunshow lore through, the moment Kafka appeared on screen, Himiko was like, oh, here you are. What do you want, Kafka? The Stellaron Hunters. Firefly, also a member of the Stellaron Hunters, also knows it. She's like, oh, thank you for your support. X as an EX, as an ex-partner, as an ex-girlfriend, as an ex-wife. The people always make the jokes that, like, Himiko and Kafka might have had a relationship in the past, and part of the reason why Himiko is so snide and, like, sharp with Kafka now, and no one else, despite people sometimes being hella rude to Himiko, is because of that. It's because they had a bad breakup. So it's like she's never escaping those allegations when, like, you would think with how she is to Kafka, if there was nothing about it, she would be that level of kind of snide or antsy or kind of, like, venomous to, like, all of the Stellaron Hunters. But here she is, being gentle as grace with Firefly. It's just Kafka. It's just Kafka.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally...
And also, Firefly, even... Like, it's funny because, like, we have to acknowledge the fact that Firefly being Sam means by default she has arguably the highest kill count of all of the Stellaron Hunters. And that's saying a lot, considering Kafka has caused worlds to rebel on themselves and lead into a self-made calamity. And Blade is an immortal being that has murdered millions, potentially. And Silverwolf's hacking has disrupted networks that have destroyed the lives of many on various planets. There's still a very good chance Firefly has the highest kill count because of Sam. Because Sam is the frontline unit in every single situation that the Stellaron Hunters get into that involve violence. And yet she's such a sweetheart when she's out of the suit.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
I'm never going to get that bird that I missed. There was one origami bird that I saw, like, during a cutscene, and, like, we've not been able to go back to it since. What the fuck? Is this the Charmony Festival?
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Oh man, we've got a proper rave fucking music going on. Cool.
Is he talking about us?
What? Stell, stop looking so smug. Yeah, I am a superstar. What about it? That's what Stell...
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
Underperforming journalist? Oh wow, we had to throw her under the bus immediately. The Hunts journalist, oh.
With peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
A knight's head is hard as steel.
Elations journalist.
Northernland's focus is
Oh god, every Paths journalist is here.
We all have to be winners. But if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up.
let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, make way. Make way.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10
Oh, okay.
tycoons, and the soul-glad business empire's founder, Mr. MAIDEN.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad.
Trademark.
MAIDEN.
What's with the trademark in the subtitles?
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Oh boy. Hello everyone. I'm looking. She's looking dead at me because like this is our camera, our view is one of the cameras recording, one of the journalist cameras. Hello everyone. I'm Azel and she's March 7th. Hello everyone. I'm the Galactic Baseballer and she's Say Cheese. Hello everyone. I'm Hello everyone. Is it really a good idea to have a talent show at this pivotal moment of our story? Yeah, the Shamani Festival is about to begin, so we got to do this little thing at the start, I'm assuming. Hello everyone, I'm the Galactic Baseballer, and she's Say Cheese.
Don't expose my net handle to everyone!
I just I just went, and she's Say Cheese on Twitter. That's basically what I did. Oh dear.
Hello everyone, I'm March 7th.
I literally went, and that's her Twitter. Bruh.
Hello everyone, I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
Aww.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me.
Trademark. Stop trying to make the baseballer a thing. It's cringe. But if not being a Galactic Baseballer makes me cringe, then I don't want to be based. Stell, you're not talking sense. Where actually is this? 32 treasure. Oh. Hey, does this look like a gauntlet to you? Does this look like a gauntlet? Like we're just gonna go there, fight an enemy, go here, fight an enemy, go here, fight an enemy. Also, what do you mean 32 chests? This map's tiny. Oh jeez, there's more birds here. Sorry, was I bothering you? No, it's okay, my shy bird. I just need the rewards for finding all of you. I imagine with how linear it is, it's only going to be 10 birds and not 20. Also, can you like knock me out? Oh, they don't let you get in the way with it. I wanted to see if you could get like killed, like just stand in front of it. The TV just smashes your head in. Oh, I've got new pages in this. Beneath the moonlight, an old man falls asleep. He's given his entire life to the land he loved, his old friends in Trailblaze. Now he has reached the end of Trailblaze and falls into the longest dream of his life, leaving only the empty shell on this mortal plane like the dream bubble once infused with someone's treasures. Now you share the same starry sky, and two trailblazing expeditions intersect. How do you feel about this? We are but passengers in each other's journey. I heavily doubt I have enough to get this 100%. I still need to go back and max out one of them. Like, I haven't gone, like, thoroughly exploring trying to get every sticker. Hey, there we go. In this one, which is typed like adventuring stuff, I still haven't gone back and, like, cleaned up all of that. I need to, because I'm literally just leaving gems on the table there. For a second I thought she said, welcome to Scorched Sand Hell. I was like to say, what the fuck? No.
This place is buzzing.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era built.
Whoa. The So Glad trademarked Scorched Sand audition venue. No wonder it's so glowy. Oh, whoops. Trademark.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established.
Oh, look at that logo on the TV. It's Sunday on the left and Robin on the right, but their halos like intersect into the middle. That's kind of cool.
And ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from...
You're gonna do that every time? I mean, it's weird they put the trademark in the subtitle like that. I know it's supposed to kind of like demonstrate like the commercialization and whatnot of like what So Glad is in Penacony. Like it's this super hyper commercialized thing, but it's just funny.
Oh, I miss those days and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next.
There's a treasure chest back there. You see it behind Himiko.
Now
now we'd win. Can we get the ball rolling already? I ain't got all day capiche. Someone needs to stop. Rest assured, we're gonna take an L in this. I can feel it. Now we'd win.
That's the trailblazing spirit.
Stell spent too much time on the internet. She's got too much of that street lingo.
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you. How about Miss Firefly?
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Oh, Firefly, you're so sweet. I love you.
Ah, a wonderful wish. Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words,
But how could this little bean be like this destroyer of people, this mass murderer of machine girl? Like, come on. She's just a little, but I just want to pat her head.
Paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route.
I'm not gonna E6 Firefly when she comes out next update. I'm not gonna do it. I promise I won't. I won't do it. I don't care. I'm going to look after my money and not like roll for her 7 times. It's not gonna happen.
33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by So Glad Enterprises, has started.
As the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting
The
up
biggest
into 2
hardship
groups is the best choice.
is gonna be that I'm telling you now, I love Firefly so much. I'm gonna try and like, unless she's really bad, which I call it a hunch. I don't think she's gonna be bad when she eventually comes out. I'm gonna try and like shoehorn her into my team one way or another. You know? I'm gonna there's like no 2 way around it. I'm gonna try and shoehorn her into my team. I have no idea where, because I kind of like my team synergy I've got right now.
Fine by me. Let's do
Enough to try to do this. Say what now? I get to pair up with Firefly and there's no catch? Until we assume me around the hole up, if any of you even bother to ask me for my consent. And with Firefly and there's no catch?
Into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Scam alert. So glad it's only but false marketing. It's all fake. So glad's found it isn't what he seems. Secret relationship. Did old OT and Mr. Edeen's mysterious private rendezvous. Okay, I'm not going to read all magazine articles. What do you mean disqualified? Hey! Oh, break all the balloons in the audition plaza. Oh. Oh, that's where the birds are. Okay, so how many are here? It's 10, right? There's another 20 fucking birds? What do you mean? And we get Dreamville Adventure. Look at how linear this is. What do you mean? So that means there's 130 birds total to collect right now? Jeez. I'm going on another date. You well enough you did that for Gino. Yeah, true. But the thing is, the safe, like the grace with, is that now I've got C6 for Arlecchino. I don't need to worry about anything because like I'm like. Yelan's probably not going to get a rerun banner for a while, and she's like the only person on my team that doesn't have E6. And to be blunt, I'm kind of happy with Yelan as is, so I might not even roll for her when her rerun comes around. I might just carry on saving, because the only character I'm absolutely rolling for is Capitano, assuming he's playable, because I need that Chris Tagliaferra in my system. Of course I'm rolling for Gundam Tanaka. I'm probably going to roll for Columbina, but I want to learn more about our half-angel, a mysterious, strange half-angel lady. And I might roll for the Pyro Archon, but we know literally nothing about her. But the idea of, like, just this war-crazy chick, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm down. You know, like... Because, yeah, all of the remaining Archons are female. The only two males are Venti and Zhongli. Which is weird because when like they were first like back in 1.0, it seemed like at one point the Sumeru Archon was going to be male, and then around the time 2.0 dropped, that got changed, and then obviously now we know differently because we got Nahida. But yeah, there is a huge skew. There's 5 female Archons and 2 male. This is me for real. You know, if the environment theme's this funky, I'm really curious what, like, the battle theme's gonna be like. Oh, this is pre-rendered. This cutscene's Oh, arcade. Yep. Meanwhile, me inside going, ah! Press the button on the track, select the challenge arena to go to. Acting challenge or action challenge? This is interesting. You know, what's acting challenge? Let's try that. Oh, now we're in Pocket 1. Now it makes sense why there's so much. This is weird. I kind of dig it.
Allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you.
Okay.
There are 3 stages up ahead. On each, you will find an outline of a script. These 3 scripts were written by the legendary filmmaker, The Watchmaker, and depict various stories from Penacony's era of pioneering. Your task is to bring those moments to life. Find
literally acting.
and act convincingly.
Hey, can I go back? Can I do the action, or I'll go fight enemies?
Intended emotions. Oh, I wish you a successful performance. Also, a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with fiery red hair. His exceptional
Himiko, got it.
brought even the strictest judge to tears. It's like he wasn't even acting at all.
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quickly.
Pass the first school of acting test. Oh, really? Nothing? I would have hidden something back here. What I'll have to try and see if we can do is, like, after we do this challenge, is see if we can go back and then pick the other one. Oh, and we can't go up until we do this bit. Okay. Alright, let's see if I'm any good at it.
Just take a look at this pair. Such star quality. Since you come as a pair, I'll prep a two-person scene for you. You two, are you ready?
Ready.
Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams that is Penacony for the first time. But instead of lush lands, you find yourselves amidst swirling sands and desolation, far from the paradise the watchmaker described. You're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the dreamscape, braving the cold wind, choking on the dust, and suddenly, a fierce memory zone meme blocks your path. Now, Miss Grey Hair, what line
Miss Grey Hair? That's a bit rude.
disappointment in Penacony?
Great, I love living on the wild side. Brutish creature. Quick, let's run it over. What in tarnation is this hellhole? The watchmaker is a big fat lie. I love living on the wild side.
No, that's not right.
What in tarnation?
Very good. Now, though
Okay, so you can't fail it.
Your screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic. Now, young lady, you will say...
This is great! I love living on the wild side!
Okay, Firefly. I said it first.
Very good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's next scene. You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long and your endurance can't keep up, and you finally collapse in the endless expanse of desert. Suddenly, sweet rain falls from the sky, wetting your lips and rousing your spirits. Now, Miss Grey Hair, what line will
Fucking...
best express your
I know it's because it's the easiest way to identify, and because they can't like use the name because people could just say whatever they want, but at the same time... Well, we, Penacony, my Penacony, you're truly a bound of opportunities.
But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky, both her eyes closed. The raindrops fall, blurring her vision, and she tragically says...
Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Right?
Fantastic! Both of you have an incredibly solid foundation in dialogue delivery. However, lines aren't everything in a performance. Please continue this story on the second stage. Up next, you'll be challenged with a body language test.
Oh, I'll fail immediately.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Hey, you're still on mic. Your voice still echoed. You're still on mic, Firefly. Okay, I can't see anything we can interact with directly.
Here, you two are required to skillfully utilize body language to portray the story context I've laid out for you, picking up from where we left off. A heavy downpour saves you both stranded in the desert. This rain quenches the anger in your heart. You look to your companion, now completely devoid of fighting spirit, wanting to comfort her. At this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
Pat her head, tell her dad joke, stand up and prepare to move out. Or pat her head.
You seriously think that would make someone laugh?
Oh, tell a dad joke.
The test now is about body language. I
Oh.
don't think dialogue is allowed here.
Roll about in the sand.
What?
Right answer. Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey.
I like that there's no actual failsafe for this little bit. You actually get to just kind of have a little fucking, like, bantery moment and fight, or, like, buddy moment with Firefly.
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
A tug at the heartstrings. The story continues to develop. The heavy rain leads you both to sense a business opportunity. So you start venturing into the umbrella industry.
What? This story's taking a weird turn.
Competitors start flooding the market with low-priced goods, squeezing your market share. You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives your business to the brink of bankruptcy. At this moment, what would you, who refuses to admit defeat, decide to do?
Stand up and smack the table. You slam the table and rise up. They think you'll back down? Impossible. Dream chasers can be knocked down, but never knocked out.
Fantastic! But it's a pity your friend does not agree. Seeing that you're up to your eyeballs in debt, she sees nothing but despair in her future. And then...
I leave Penacony in utter disappointment. Is that okay?
Of course! Absolutely! I was this close to tears! Both of you possess exceptional acting talent! However, the true test is yet to come. You're about to encounter the harshest judge this show has ever seen. You'll need to rely on perfect performances if you want to win them over.
Oh, I was like, ooh, got baited. Oh, there's a bird here. Quick, the show is about to begin, chirp. Oh, it's an actor bird. Oh, that's a new enemy. Interesting. Alright, let's do this last bit.